Hey, this is Chill Conservative Bro here. I'm gonna talk about what is going on with Trump and Maduro. Comment below on your thoughts on that, like and subscribe for more. So now we're gonna get into this, and I'm gonna say that Mr. Trump is a man that is his actions, I'm gonna say, not always the words, or not always the words are the most attractive thing about it, or sought after. Like, just the way, like, he basically just won, last year, the next year. Right, well, what the president has done that the next year he wins, he's automatically, you know, stopping one of the biggest drug operations in Latin America. And not only that, right, besides him working for it, he's stopping hunger, stopping, poverty, making our economy better at the same time with the gas prices. Is it? And then, providing peace and safety, freeing people from jails. So this isn't just a simple donation, and I hope the government does the best that they can with this. You know, um, I am not a person gonna say that he is the best and person that ever existed. I'm not gonna say that he's not somebody that cannot, the easiest to deal with or to conversate or to hear on the news and things like that. But how beneficial are these actions? And do you like? Because there are people willing, sadly, I'm not sure the exact reason, but because of one motion, one thought politics, one, uh, just one reason. I don't like the way he talks. Like, I can't, there's a 24-hour, uh, like like if Trump were to have his own like talk show as a politician, I wouldn't watch. Like, this is the honest truth. I love his actions, man, but I think the way he does things, whether he realizes it or not, it kind of stirs up anger. Maybe he believes that, you know, because he's been done dirty, that's the only way that, you can only go about it things in an aggressive way, because the White House isn't the most, safest place to have an opinion. I might as well just go in, uh, and it's whatever, kind of a deal, because he's not with like best friends, he's not people he knows, it's like people fighting for spotlight or whatever. But besides his aggression, besides things of that nature, I do appreciate, straightforwardness, and dealing with issues promptly. I understand that there might be stuff that is hard to understand, hard to do, hard to, what's going on with how he went to agree. I think because of how different he is, right? As in leaving this like just immediately trying to solve issues. You have to go against the grain. You're automatically making enemies in Congress. You there won't. It can be hard to get a word out if he's too, just because the hatred or jealousy or whatever as well. And then, most presidents. I'm not gonna go too deep, but before Trump, Let's go through the other candidates. 2016, would you really care if Mitt Romney was president? Or I think it was Sherman came. Ron Paul was one of the candidates. Um, I believe it was Ted Cruz. Would you care about politics today if any of these people were president? Would you really, if JD Vance was president, if RFK in 2016 wanted to be president, would you care? Would you take politics serious? Any of these issues really serious? And the economy was like as great as it was back then? I don't think anybody would care about politics, to be honest. I wasn't too interested as well until he pretty much came on the scene. After Barack, matter of fact, I'm not gonna get too into that, but giving hundreds of millions to foreign enemies is not. It's like if it can be a mix, Barack's way of talking and Trump's form of action, that would be absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna give you this right here. You seen them two come together and give a toast or whatever, talk like no, there wasn't like no drama, no scene. Like, who the hell are you? Or looking at crossing of the hands, and we're like kind of a look at this is, you know what I mean? Like they didn't look the other way, or look really annoyed the whole time. Like, okay, somebody get this guy out of here. Nobody did absolutely any of those things. Sadly, we are the, I said, yeah, the middle class and the poor class are seeming to be more affected by certain decisions way more than any politician. This is why they see each other at an event like that or whatever. They can talk like if absolutely nothing happened. Whatever they said was on TV. That was something they felt in the moment. Oh well. And continue about their day. And what they're gonna do. Sadly, only the poor and the middle class really care about politics, and even the word I'm looking for, now I want this word to be more resonating with you, is gonna be a word of not the most calming and peaceful way possible. So this is why I believe that, why I'm coming the way I come. I know some of you first time listening. This is why I am a chill, conservative bro. I feel like if the economy was a certain way, a lot of these issues wouldn't be so like this. Like I said, back in 2016 or something, most people didn't care as much about politics as they do today. And it's really, sometimes we're mad at a person, and it's really just the coronavirus. No matter who was president, we've seen Biden's side of the deal. We've seen Trump with the COVID checks. His idea was implemented on 2020, and we see how he's giving checks out to military people as well and veterans at this time. So, to me, this is a shown of character, seriousness, and whether you are from this party and one party wanted to just make everything inaccessible. Like you couldn't even basically go outside, and the other one, everything too accessible. And I hate these two extremes, but they do exist. And when it comes to putting down the safety, putting down, keeping the economy going, uh, these things really can matter. Faith as well, and you know that faith rubs off in a new tomorrow, new beginning, new heartfelt way to move about things. Less ish, want to cause less issues, things of that nature as well. So can't I can't be focused on what our eyes can see at all times. So, uh, so I'm gonna leave this at that. Like and subscribe for more. Comment down below on your thoughts on this, and I'll see you next time.